Hello YouTube, how you all doing? So today I'm here for us to do a video about the stuff I don't really appreciate in my Gambia and Senegal community. I know. So I did a video about things I like about Gambia and Senegal people. And I think it's fair enough to also talk about the things that I don't like. I did another one that is I think it's wall of one, yeah. And I tried to fit in all in one video instead of doing this one and coming back to the other one. But now I feel like doing this one and put in certain things that I think we should try to get rid of in the culture, and then so you guys will know at least that I've been fair, and also you guys will know at least some of the things that you have to know if you don't know anything about my culture. I don't really like talking about things that are negative or gonna make negative people be more negative, but I think how I see life is, if you don't talk about the negative things as well, sometimes they just don't get fixed, they don't get sorted, they don't get better. So we don't have to be afraid of talking about negative things. We just have to know how to handle it when we talk about it, how to handle the feelings. Okay, don't be so sensitive or be worse negative than where you were, and the person that is listening as well doesn't have to be also like that. But yeah, life is about admitting your mistakes and admitting the wrongs in life in general, and so you can try to avoid them. But if you're just running away from them, like people nowadays, they're like, oh, positivity there, oh, positivity there. Yeah, positivity, but positivity cannot happen if you don't fix the negative, sadly. So if you're running away from the negative, you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to fix it, how are you going to get to the positive bit of life? So for me, I talk about negative stuff in my channel, and I also talk about positive stuff, okay? So because you have to talk about the negative stuff in order to know that you have to like avoid them from doing it yourself, hopefully, and for other people doing it, hopefully will also know that we have to face reality. But yeah, so today I'm gonna be talking about the things that I don't like about my culture. Sorry, I'm looking all sleepy because I left my bed not long ago. So yeah, so how you guys doing? I'm gonna go shopping after this video. This is why. So I'm just gonna try to do a little bit of get ready with me while we're talking. Ooh, this is one of my favorite Gambian songs. This is called Oh Boy and Gambian Child. They say it. They say it. This song is in Mandinka, but I love it. I love this song. But I don't know exactly all that he's singing, but I know a lot of it. We're just gonna listen to this song. then we're gonna start the topic. I'm gonna quickly do this little quick makeup. Senegal kesenja. Senegal kesenja. This camera is just this camera is just going crazy with me, and I don't know, but sign for the The song is actually funny. So yeah, people, we're just gonna talk about the things that I like and don't like. I already did a video about the things that I like about my culture. To be honest, I like so many things more than what I fit in that video, but obviously I cannot fit it all in one video that time. But I have to do part 2 about things I like about my culture, you know, and this thing can go on for part 100. But I'm just gonna go and do a couple of them once in a while. I'm just gonna do this one now, and then I'm just gonna leave it for a while and jump into other topics. I have a lot of topics that I'm gonna do, but I don't want to just jump into the other topics without finishing this one that I started. But I have a lot of other topics that I'm gonna be talking about, so it's not gonna be just all the time about my country, you know, stuff I like and don't like and stuff like that. But yeah, I wanted to finish this what I like about my country topic that I start, so I have to do the what I don't like, and then from this one next time, when I'm gonna do another what I like about the country, it's gonna be obviously Scotland, because I have experience, you know, for living here for over 13 years now. But I'm gonna just fit things that I like and don't like in one video for that particular one, instead of doing what I like and then doing what I don't like. But I like to explain for my videos. I like to explain different angles. That's why sometimes it's hard to fit everything in one video, because that means the video is gonna be so long. But anyway, we'll see. So yeah, so today I'm just gonna be talking about the things that I do not like about my culture, which is Gambia and Senegal culture, because it's like I'm from both countries, okay? Because my parents are from Senegal, my parents, but they live in Gambia, obviously, and that's where I am from, because, you know. But then I also live in Senegal for only 2 years though, when I was a teenager. But then I also still go to Senegal, and I also have family members that live in Senegal and are married to Senegalese, some of them, and just still have just Senegal is me and I am Senegal, and Gambia is me and I am Gambia as well. So this is why, and I also know both culture of the countries, so I'm gonna talk about both countries, what I don't like about the culture. And hopefully no one is not gonna get offended, as some people are so easy to be offended. Sorry people, I'm doing this makeup and this, I'm doing the video at the same time. Sometimes I like to do makeup when I'm doing my videos. I don't even know why, but I don't know. So yeah, the makeup is nearly finished anyway. If the lip gloss will work, I mean this lip balm. The lip balm doesn't work. I'm gonna try to put a little bit of moisturizer on my lips. That's thing, it doesn't work, so I'm just gonna use this lip gloss and that's me done. Done. So yeah, I'm not gonna edit this makeup bit, I'm gonna leave it on. So I'm gonna talk about the stuff that I like and don't like about my culture, and I'm gonna try to look for some Goyan music, okay? Goyan or Medina Sabah or whatever you call them. If you're from Senegal or Gambia, you might have heard of these songs, but if you're not, don't worry about it, okay? I love them. They're very fana and local song kinda. They're very local, very fana, very like village people song, but I love it. And this recording is not very good, so sometimes the song might just go like really high, like hope not, but it does that sometimes. And I'm recording from my window and the sunshine just on my face. Oh, so hard. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I think that's better. So we're gonna be sorry people, trying to get my ring. So we're gonna be talking about the stuff that I like and do not like about my Gambia and Senegal culture. And I got my water here. I'm ready for this topic. No, it's not the stuff that I like and don't like. I already speak about the stuff that I like. Like I said, I couldn't fit all in one video, but I do have a lot to talk about the stuff that I don't I like. But like I said, I'm gonna do another video, okay? So number one thing that I don't like about our culture, have to go to child marriages, okay? Child marriages, which is getting married to someone when they're so young, still happen in my culture, sadly. I'm gonna try to lower this down. Child marriage still happen, and it does happen in Senegal and Gambia, sadly. Trying to fix the focus, the camera to be focused, be like, come on camera, I am sure you can do better than this. So yeah, so I'm gonna start from the child marriage. Child marriage have to be the number one thing that I don't like about Gambia and Senegal culture, okay? We still have people getting married to people that are way younger than them, and some of these children are not even 15 most of the time, especially when you go to my mom's village and they arrange them to get married. Sometimes they're married to people that are not as old as their father's age, but it could be a cousin or something, and most of the time they don't even really love this person, but they still have to go because the parents arrange it, okay? And most of the time they're like cousins and stuff like that when it's come to my mom village, okay? For example, the two of them, their moms can be the same mom and dad, or their dad, one of the person's dad can be the same mom or the same dad, or the same mom and dad with the other person dad or mom, something like that. Their parents have to be related most of the time, okay, when it's come to my mom village, okay? So the child marriage, I really hate it. It's really like in Senegal and Gambia, all over the place, and still happening. Even though they said it's been banned in Gambia, it's still happening in Gambia all the time still. And I don't think the government is doing much to stop it, because Gambia is really, really small. If the government want to stop everything that is going on there that they don't like, if they really put their effort, I think they can end it. But I don't think they just really taking it serious. I think they just like not bothered. This is why it's still happening, and it's really sad. Children life been taken away from them every day and give them to get married, and most of the time this marriage doesn't work because these men don't appreciate these children. Obviously they're gonna know that if the parents really appreciate them, they won't give them away when they're just a baby. So how are you gonna expect someone to appreciate your children when you don't appreciate them yourself? This is the problem. This is why the children get married young and the man don't appreciate them, and then the children not happy. They have to stay there unhappy for the rest of their life, or they have to break the marriage when they already have children. And then when they divorce, people will insult them, okay? People will call people name for divorcing, especially the women. They normally don't judge the men for divorcing different women, but they judge the women for divorcing, okay? They expect you to stay there even if you are not happy, okay? So I don't really like that about my culture, okay? The child marriage is the number one thing I hate most. It's not just happening in my country. It does happen for other countries too, like India, Pakistan. I think it does happen in like Somalia and like even Nigeria and like other countries, but it does happen most of the time like Muslim countries. It doesn't happen other countries that are not Muslim. It does, but it doesn't happen like as often as it does in the Muslim community. It does happen in the Muslim community a lot because they use Allah and use the prophet to do it, thinking that the prophet has a wife that was younger, so let me do it. Me too, I'll be fine. But I feel like that's not fair, because when the prophet have a wife that is younger, the prophet also has so many good things that he was doing, and we're not copying that, okay? And also, this wife that was younger was given to him. It's not like he went and asked to marry him. He was given to this wife. This wife was given to him, okay? According to the story. But these people, no one give them any wife. They go and look for this wife and went and, you know, a lot of the time spend money and even sometimes just go and look for this wife, okay? Not like the parents just give them this wife, like because they're holy, like from nowhere, like what happened to the prophet, okay? And also I hear in the story, they said when that happened to the prophet, he didn't do nothing with this child. He raised this child until she was 17, something like that. But these people, when they marry young people, they're in a hurry to sleep with the young person. They're not going to wait for any 17 or whatever, okay? And I feel like the prophet also, before he even have the young wife, before he even have the young wife, he had a wife that was way older than him, which is Khadija. Khadija was way older than him, okay? But these people don't marry to people that are older than them. Hardly ever. They hate it when the woman is older than them. They hate it when the woman is divorced or anything like that. They want a woman that is so young, you know, and just so they're not really copying this prophet fully, okay? They're just copying him on the bit that they like, and then they leave in the rest of the things that they don't like. So I really don't like this about my culture, because my culture is Muslim, but it's not like Muslim, okay? So it's like you do what you want kind of a Muslim most of the time, okay? Like most of the time they don't wear hijab and stuff. They don't even bring us up to wear hijab. Most of the time, a lot of them don't even pray 5 times a day, and they don't raise us to pray 5 times a day. Or most of the time they don't have Muslim character, a lot of them, okay? Whatever Muslim character supposed to be, okay? For example, the men will marry 2 wives and they will treat them anyhow most of the time. It's not a lot of them that is gonna be loyal to the 2 wives. They will be like, care for this one and not that one, but most of the time it's more of the second wife, because she's going to be more younger and beautiful. So it's most of the time that she will have all the love and care, and then they will abandon the old one with the children. So they're just not really setting a good example of this Muslim region, okay? Although they claim to be Muslim all the time, but they're not really doing this Muslim thing, not even halfway. And I don't really like that about us, okay? Because they normally, like, a lot of us will have children like in Gambia and Senegal, And they don't even put the children to Quran school. Like the children don't even know much about Allah, nothing. If they put you to Quran school, it's just going to be, you're going to be going for a little bit and that's it. And when you go to learn, the people that have to teach you about Allah, they're going to like hit you so much and like treat you so bad and like hit you so badly for not remembering one word that the child will not even want to go. So they're just basically teaching you how to be aggressive and how to hate life and human beings. That's how I say when they're doing that. Because when you're trying to teach the children something and then you're hitting them so much for not understanding whatever you're teaching them. When I say so much, I mean so much. Like you should see the kind of stick and how they're hitting the children. Like they hit them. Like, oh my God. So it's just really bad. Like most of the children there, they don't like it. It's called Dara. It's when they're going to learn about Allah. You know, the space, the rooms where they go and learn like about Allah. They have them, couple of, you know, the areas have them in Gambia and Senegal. Because the schools normally they teach you, if it's Senegal, you learn French. If it's Gambia, you learn English. I think they have Quran lesson, but it's like a very small bit of the lesson that they will have like once a week. So they have to then go and learn Quran in something called Dara. Dara is something that anyone can open. If you're confident that you know Quran, you can just open a little shop, kind of little class, kind of, and you just, a lot of the time they ask money. But if you go to Senegal, they have places that they don't ask money, especially if you go to places like Touba and stuff like that. They don't have money, so they just can train you like for free, and then they get their money all the way around. Sometimes they have to ask the children to go and do something called majal. Like the children have to go and beg for money and food outside and bring it to the place. But it's just ridiculous because a lot of the time these children, you know, they hit them so much. Okay, they hit them and teach them how to be angry and how to not really not like love and respect human beings' body and feelings. And then when the children grow up, they do it, we get angry. So I don't really like that about our culture. You know, it's really sad, and I'm hoping and praying that it's gonna change. People are changing little, but it's still there because it's just there because that's how it is. So sorry, but the truth have to be told. So I don't like the child marriage, and I don't like also the fact that we're Muslim, but it's like we're not Muslim in a way. Like we're not really taking this Muslim thing serious, and we're not gonna leave it alone either. I don't like that about us. A lot of us are like that. But hey, it's hard to be champion of any religion. But I think us Gambia and Senegal, I think we really need to do more, or we can. I don't want to say we can leave the religion alone, but I think we should try to, if we are going to be in it, we should try to be in it properly, or we just, what we're going to do, we cannot keep messing about, you know, like for the rest of our life and raising our children like that. We're confusing them. But yeah, I really don't like that about my culture. I also don't like the fact that when they have two wives, you know, they most of the time, you know, like 8 or at least 7 out of 10, sorry, they will just mislead the wives like completely. Like they don't do what Allah tell them at all. Like they have to treat them equally 100%. They don't do that most of the time, and this create the two wives to be enemy. Sometimes they just jealous of each other, to be honest, because it's not easy to be married to one man. But sometimes they just angry because the man is not being loyal to both of them. One of them that is being neglected is going to be angry, and then it causes the children also to become enemy. The children of the first wife and the children of the second wife, or sometimes even 3 or 4 wives they will have, but most of the time the common one is 2 wives. The children will hate each other because their moms hate each other, and it creates people to not really love each other and be kind to each other. So I really don't like that. So I don't like these 3 is my number one. First, number 1 is child marriage. Second is the region that we're not really in it and we're not out. Third is the fact that they don't treat the 2 wife or 3 wife equally most of the time, but all linked to not taking the religion 100% in, because if you do, then you treat them equally, because that's how the religion, you know, asks you to do it. But like I said, it's like they're picking what they like about the religion. So I don't really like that about my culture. The other things that I don't like about my culture, I don't like that we are really beautiful. This one is more of the woman, but now the men doing it too. Will and be like so it's the fact that we're really beautiful people. We have like really beautiful dark skin, okay, but a lot of us don't know we are beautiful. Again, I think it's all linked to how this, you know, that's our what's it called, this 2-3 wife thing is. This 2-3 wife thing do create a lot of mess up things, you know, like in our community, because it makes the women not have time for their children. Okay, the time is all about the second wife and what the man is doing for the second wife, and complaining and crying and trying to pray and just going crazy. So you kind of neglect the children in the corner, like not guiding them like properly the way you should. So the children don't really know they're beautiful, and most of the time these women will do everything they can to be beautiful. So most of the time the mothers that are supposed to appreciate the children that they're beautiful, they start doubting their beauty by doing skin bleaching to get their skin yellow. They believe that when your skin is yellow or orangey looking, or half yellow, half orange, then you're beautiful. So they try to do that, and then they will tell that is telling the children that your dark skin is not beautiful, and then the children grow up also doing it most of the time, and it just keep going. And this thing is not just, it's very ugly and really self-hate and really like just the most insane act I think anyone can think of, especially when you're a black person. But it just also create the children will not be happy when they grow up, because they don't have self-confidence. They're beautiful, they cannot be happy. When someone they know that they're beautiful and that they're worthy and that they're important, they cannot be happy. That's just life. That's just how it is. So, and then, it caused all that. And I think they really don't know the damage of it, but they also, I think sometimes, they know, they just don't care. Because people now talking about it like more than ever, okay? They have a lot of knowledge that this thing is really cancer causing as well. This chemical that they use for their skin, it also causes cancer, and it smells really horrible, and it makes them look really horrible over the years of using it. It depends. For some people, it takes years. Some people, they can see the bad results straight away. And it does look really ugly and embarrassing for people to see you black today and tomorrow you're orange, yellow, whatever. So, but they're just ignoring it and continuing to do it still now. It's not just my culture, Gambia and Senegal, that bleaching their skin. It's most of the time the West Africans though. Like, if you go to like other countries, they're doing it, but not much, like Kenya and Uganda and stuff like that. But if you go to the West, ooh, like Nigeria, Gambia, South Africa, Senegal, all these other geographic countries, oh my God, they're overdoing it. I think the Asian people too do it, but it's just really embarrassing and insane. And I cannot think of the, I always, when I see people that bleach their skin, I always just look at them and always just wonder, like, how do they do this? Like, what's wrong with them? I don't know how to explain it. I just look at them like, I can't explain how I feel about them. I just look at them like, what kind of mind did they must have? Like, what kind of relationship did they have with themselves? Like, how can they even tell you anything? How can you even trust anything that they said? If they say they love you, did they really love you when they cannot love themselves? People saying that you can. People, maybe that is possible when you don't love yourself and then you love somebody else. Maybe it's possible. Because people saying that if you don't love yourself, you cannot love people. But it's not always what people saying that is working. But I think if you hate yourself so much that you have to take your skin color away, that is really extreme. I know we've not been raised to love ourselves, okay? I don't like that about our culture too. The fact that we've not been raised to love ourselves. We've been raised to like believe we have to wear extensions or we have to dress too much all the time or something like that, okay? For some certain part of Africa and just the rest of the world that does that. And even in Europe now and America, people are like that too. The children are being raised also to think that they have to add more hair and they have to have too much makeup, too much eyelashes, too much everything, okay? Too much tan if they are white. It's really sad. So it's kind of all over the world kind of thing now. But I think for us African, it's sad that we've been raised like this, because the whole world look up Africa for being natural. The whole world look to us. Look to us. What's the word? My English side was. I give up. The whole world look at us like we are natural. Like we have the organic sunshine, the organic food, organic black skin, just organic plain nature. Not too much chemical stuff, not too much factory stuff, not too much internet and too much everything. So the whole world, when you ask where on earth can you find a natural nature, the only thing they can think of is Africa. But we are getting rid of our natural nature. I know you'll be like, Amy, why are you wearing the wig? It's worse. I'm wearing the wig too. I know I shouldn't be wearing the wig too. But my wig, I don't care about my wig, okay? Because I'm somebody that I save my head, in some of my videos you guys will see. I can go, being bold or whatever. I sell these wigs. I know this is even worse. I know you'll be like, you're worse. You sell the wigs. I sell these wigs, okay? I save my hair all the time. It's little growing now, but I like my hair saved. It's just that I live in Scotland and it's cold sometimes. It's really cool to be going out with a bald head, but I go with head tie or wig when it's cold. But I sell the wig. Okay, I've been doing hair my whole life. Okay, I've been doing braiding my whole life that I learned from my older sister. And because I never have the chance to go to school growing up, the only thing I can live on is to do the braids. So it's kind of like something that I hold on to my whole life. But I'm thinking I'm gonna change that soon. Not that I hate braiding hair now, but it's just something that I do my whole life, and I don't really see it as work now because I'm too used to it, if you know what I mean. But I'm thinking to do something else. I did something else, like different jobs, over the years of living here. Like I work in the counter and I work in the kitchen and other stuff that I did, over the years of living in Scotland. But the hair is always just there. But yeah. And I sell the wigs, which is even worse. So sometimes I wear them because I sell them. When people tell me, oh, I like your wig, I'm like, you like it? I sell them. And I sometimes do videos, and telling people to try to buy it. But yeah, it's sad, us Africa, jokes aside, it's really sad. Starting from my end to, I shouldn't be selling the wigs or thinking that it's normal to wear the wig. It's not normal. And it is embarrassing, but life is all about being honest. At least when you acknowledge the stuff that you're doing that is wrong, at least you will quit hopefully one day. So we really just have to learn to know that we should be happy for who we are, especially with our black skin. Especially when you have children. How are you going to have children and you telling them that your black skin is ugly by getting rid of your own black skin? How? I can understand when we are wearing wigs and wearing braid because it's hard to brush our hair, and you cannot leave your hair like that without brushing it. It's going to have some dust, dirty bits on it because the way our hair is nappy, it's going to grab things, and it's hard to brush it every day. I know it's painful, hard, take time. So sometimes it's easy for us to just braid it or just wear a wig. You can braid it and then wear a wig on top, or you can just braid it, long braids. So you don't have to brush it and everything else. And it keeps you warm as well. When you live in a place in Scotland, it's going to be cold to have your own hair because most of the time we have a shorter hair. Even if it's afro, it's not all of us that have big, thick afro. Like I don't. And it's not in my family. Well, not in my mom's family. So it's like that. But when it's come to the skin, oh, it's insane. It's just insane. The skin is what makes you a black woman. The whole world knows black woman for braids, and stuff like this. But the skin, you take away the blackness, take away the dark skin. You're not a black person anymore, but you're still not white though. This is the problem. So you're black when it's come to your accent and your act and the way you behave and the way you're acting and your nose and just who you are inside. But in the outside, you are like a black, yellow, or what? Like, who are you? You're still not fuller. You have people that are black skin, but they have light skin. They're like Fulani people and stuff like that. You're still not fuller though. Because most of the time, the fullers, they don't have a nose like me. They don't have a tiny nose. Their nose is normally like pointy, and like lot of hair. And, like, they look like a mixed race person, kind of like the Fulani people. So you still know, and also the bleach skin color never looks smooth and natural. You're always gonna be recognized, no matter how expensive your cream is. And it's also not healthy. When you have them on your screen and on your body, people touching it and you're touching it and you're eating, with your hands, and especially when you have children and you're breastfeeding the child is gonna have access to that thingy. And it's really harsh chemical that is gonna bleach your organs, just like the way it's bleaching your skin. And it goes in. It doesn't just stop here. Whatever you put here goes in. So it caused so many disease over the years. It's not worth it. And what you're going to get on the results is for people to disrespect you. After you sacrifice all that, you sacrifice the disease, sacrifice the ugliness, sacrifice the self-disrespect and lack of self-love. After you sacrifice all that, what you're going to end up with? People do not respect you. It's not like you're saying, I'm gonna get all this and I'm gonna end up with this. What you're gonna end up with? You like your orangey yellow look. That's what you're gonna end up with. But that's not important. Because even if you like it, everyone else seeing it, especially when they know that you're black, they don't respect you. Even if they're pretending they do. Even if they're pretending they love you, deep down, 100% inside, they don't respect you. Even if they're doing it like you, they're just not gonna tell you the truth. But deep down, they don't respect you. This is it. Because if you don't respect yourself, you're getting rid of your own color. How you expect the rest of the world to respect you? How? How? When you have to respect yourself first. If you think yourself is so ugly, yourself is so black and so ugly, how are you going to expect the other people to respect you? And then when you see people disrespecting black people, you're angry. You're like, oh, these people are racist. So you're not racist? What are you? Hypocrite? I just really, when I look at people that bleach, I have family members that bleach as well. So don't think that I don't have family members or friends that bleach. I do. And when I was younger, I nearly bleached my skin. When I was a teenager, I wasn't teenager. I was like 19, something like that, 18, 19. One of my friends, she's like a cousin to me because she's a close friend to me, childhood friend. She was bleaching her skin, okay? Not bleaching to like an orangey yellow, but it was like really like getting brighter, okay? And she said, oh, try this cream, your skin is beautiful, but if you try it, oh, you'll be more beautiful. I was younger, yeah. I said, really? But I was like, oh, I really like my natural color though. She's like, just try it. She keeps saying this for so long, and I decided to try it. Number one, the cream is so hot. Africa is hot, but when you use the cream, it makes you hotter. And it has this really horrible garlicky smell. Also, the moment I started using it, like after a week, I was seeing between my fingers getting really lighter than the rest of my fingers, than the knuckles, this between the fingers. And also, I was noticing that around the eye here was getting lighter and around the mouth. Stuff like that, like, and this bit of my body, because my body's like that. The inside is lighter than my face. It's always been like that. So I was just noticing this and I was getting embarrassed. And I noticed that my hands here between this bit here was getting lighter. Just like the sensitive part of my body was getting lighter. And I was embarrassed to go out. I remember I wanted to go outside and I was like, oh my God, people are going to see me and notice that I'm changing my color. This is so embarrassing. And I was trying to put some eyeliner or something like around to darken the bit that were getting lighter. And I was like, what's the point? Amy, if you continue the cream, they're all going to get light and you're already darkening the bit that is getting lighter. I just know that I'm too natural for this and I just stopped. So that was it. But yeah, I don't like that about my culture, that it doesn't really embrace us most of the time. It doesn't apply to all of us, but most of us, we've not been embraced to appreciate our black skin and just our natural self, okay? I don't really like that. But again, it's all over the world nowadays. It's not just African culture or Gambia, Senegal culture. So I don't really like that about us. And I'm sorry for anyone that is offended. Hopefully you know that I'm just trying to be honest, and we have to know how to raise our children to be more healthier than us, which is they're going to have love for themselves. So we have to admit the wrong that we are doing. Even if we're not going to stop it, we have to admit it so they know that this is not normal and they shouldn't copy it. As much as it's embarrassing. Got it? So the next thing that I don't like about us, I'm going to try to wrap this video soon because it's taking longer because I like to explain things. I don't want to just say, I don't like this and jump to the next thing. I have to explain why I don't like it. This is why my videos take long. Because when I'm talking about something, I go different angles. I don't just and then jump to the next thing. No. Because then you might not even know why I said it. And you might be just like, So I need to explain why I don't like it. Okay? So the next thing that I don't like is the fact that we take naming ceremonies and weddings way too serious when it comes to the parties. And then, a lot of us, take it really serious. When we are marrying someone, we have to do a big wedding by force. And when someone had a baby, we have to do a big party by force, even if we cannot afford it. When I say big party, I mean big party that the money you can live with for the next 1 year, you can spend it in one day. Sometimes 2 years, 3 years worth of living money, you spend it in one day. When you see other children don't have money to go to school, they don't even have a bed to sleep. Not a proper bed, not even a bed, some of them. And you spend that money on the wedding or on the child because they are born, because you want people to feel like, oh, Amy's Nemon Salamoninge program was better than Hadis one or Binta's one. Or Amy's wedding was better than Kumba's one or Mariama one. And then you video yourself and you spend too much money, and other people coming spending too much money too, just for that particular video, and it's done. Just for that one day and it's done. And then after that, when you have the child, when you have a child, you know, like for example, if you do all this and then you have a child in the marriage, if you do this all this for the wedding, for example, normally we do all this for the wedding, okay? And then we don't even respect the wedding. We don't even respect the partner. What's the point? For example, your husband can spend a lot of money to marry you, right? And then you're not even going to respect him. You don't even know how to love. A lot of the time, we've not been taught how to love. We've just been taught how to listen. Because a lot of our parents, their parents teach them that you have to listen to the man, whatever he said, you have to do it. Okay? So you have to listen like a little slave. That's not love. So because we've not been taught how to love, we've just been taught how to listen. When we grow up, it's hard for us to love, because listening and loving is a totally different thing. These people that you're loving, they're not your teacher at school that you have to listen to. Especially with now the generation, people are independent. So this is why it's not working for us now a lot of the time. A lot of us are getting divorced. Because we now recognize that love and listening is different. Our parents and their parents can listen because a lot of them were not in a love relationship. A lot of them were arranged married. How many of our grandmothers was in a love relationship like the way we do love now, like the way we meet each other and love each other and marry each other? How many of them do that? Not many. A lot of them was arranged married. So when you're arranged married and you're brought up to listen to your parents 100%, you're sent to the husband to listen. When our culture get married, the older people, they spend all night. They put you down and spend all night sitting around you, advising you how much you have to listen to your husband when you go there. They tell you, even if you want to go to the market, you have to ask him. If he said no, don't go. So they put our olden days people, they put a lot of effort to make sure the woman will listen to the husband 100%. And this women now, they're not doing that. They're not doing that. So they for example, when the children get married, they're not even going to do like a moor, you know, like the culture, the way they do it. The children can get married now and go and stay with the husband without even the older people putting them down and telling them to listen. Even if they put them down and tell them to listen, they're not going to listen, because most of the time they don't see their parents, their father being good to their mother, for example. So if you're telling the person to listen, and where they're going to, the person they're going to listen to is not good, how are they going to listen to them? They won't listen to them. I mean, you can only listen to someone that is not good to you for a bit, not forever. And a lot of these people now, they're not listening. A lot of us now, we're not listening to the man if he's not good. We understand life. We know that love is different from being a slave, that you just have to listen to your slave master. And then they also have this manipulated word that I don't like. So when they want the woman to listen to the man, even if the man is not good, they say, Allah. Allah say you have to listen to your husband so you can go to heaven. I hate this word too. So we grow up to know that we cannot just listen to this man, you know, if they're not good. Never. And then we've been raised to just listen. And because a lot of us been raised to just listen, the men don't know how to love. We've not been taught how to love. The men also not been taught how to love. They think a lot of the time, it's not all of them, but a lot of them, they think when they marry, you just have to listen. Even if they love you so much, a lot of them, like I said, not all of them, but a lot of them, even if they love you so much, they think that you have to listen. If you don't listen, the love have problem, yeah. The love is only working if you are listening in 100%. There's no love without listening, by the way. So don't think I'm crazy. I know you have to listen. Both of you do. I believe both of you have to listen to each other. I don't believe just the man have to listen or just the woman have to listen. That's not love. That's slavery. That's like a school classroom. If in the school classroom, the teacher will ask for your option and listen for your opinion on things and listening to your ideas. If it's a nice teacher. Okay? So I really just don't like those things, about my culture. There's more, but I cannot fit all in this video, but I just wish that the way they raise us up, the way they continue to raise these children right now as I'm talking to you will change. Like I said, a lot of people change now because of the media and people traveling and seeing the world differently and just knowing that this old generation thing doesn't work for us anymore. It doesn't work for anybody. Even in Europe and America, all these countries, they have to move from the olden days way of thinking in order to get better. Not that the new people, the new children, the way they're doing things is good. They still have good and bad about what they're doing, okay? Every generation will always have good and bad. This is just life. Life is not perfect. But we also don't like changes. This is what I don't like about us too. We don't like changes. When someone trying to change, for example, and say that this and this is not good, they don't like it. For example, a lot of people will hear this video here thinking I'm finding bride, even though they know I'm telling the truth. So it's like that. We don't like changes. When someone do something different, they're like, this person is not Gambian, or this person is not Senegal. What's happening? What's happening? Oh my God. So it's like that, But I hope and pray that it's going to change. It's changing though. People are more, getting the fact that, this olden days way of life is not working. Because a lot of the men that, we have to listen to, we're not having them now. This is the truth. We like to listen. We Gambia and Senegal women, we love listening to our men, well, majority of us. But we don't have the right man to listen to. Because a lot of these men, they're not doing like their olden days people were doing. The olden days people, when they have 2 or 3 wives, they were taking the religion seriously. They know Allah more. And they were doing more about what Allah tell them to do, like to treat these women equally. At least most of them was. Like our grandparents and stuff like that. But now, people not taking this Allah seriously. They're not doing what he said. They're not treating these women equally. So these women are not happy. When the person is not happy, they cannot listen to you. How can you have a man who is like cheating and like treating you anyhow and like not treating you with honest love, and then you have to listen to them? It won't work. So when Allah said we have to listen to you guys, Allah also tell you to do things to make it easy for us to listen. Allah don't tell you to do what you want and we listen. No. So I don't like those things about my culture. Those are the main things I don't like, the child marriage, the fact that we're not taking the Muslim culture seriously and we're not also leaving it alone. So we then been brought up like that, most of us, and then we continue to brought up our children like that, most of us. And also other thing that I don't like is the fact that we don't even appreciate our beauty. We have to like bleach our skin most of the time and going crazy. The also other thing that I don't like is the fact that it just linked to all the fact that the culture is not been, the whole Muslim thing that we are, is not been taken seriously and it's not going to be left alone either. So it links to the people not taking the wives seriously and then the, not doing exactly what Allah tell them to do with the wives, and then the wives are not happy, and then the children are not happy, and then they continue like that. So, and I also don't like the fact that we spend a lot of money when there's a wedding, and then when you finish, you don't even know how to love the person. Because most of the time we marry when we just met you. We marry when we just met you straight away. And we don't even know each other yet. We have to learn about each other and try to know each other. But we already spend millions of money to marry you though. So now I'm broke, I marry you with all my pennies and I don't even know you yet. And now if we don't get on, I lose all that money. Also, a lot of the time, because you've not been taught to love in a modern way, you've been taught to love in the very African way. Like, I really love you so much, I want you for good, but you have to listen to me so much, or it won't work. You know, so then if you have a woman that have a modern mind, if you have a Gambia or Senegal typical woman that have the typical olden days character, it will work forever. But if you have a woman that have a modern mind, it won't work. There you go. They're gonna say they shouldn't have the modern mind, but you like the modern life. So a lot of you that don't say that we shouldn't have the modern mind, like we shouldn't be independent, we shouldn't know what we want, we shouldn't fight for what we want. That's what they call modern mind. Yeah, like you're saying what you like, or you're trying to act like I don't like this. That means you're copying the Western. But we don't like to copy. They don't want us to copy the Western, but they want to come to the Western, and they definitely love the pound sterling from the Western. They love it when you send them £100. They love it when they come to the Western country and live here. But they don't want you to know your right like the Western people do. Isn't that weird and awkward and unfair and hypocritical and just insane? Anyway, let's have a good day, people. I have to go now. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you guys understand that this video is not to offend anyone. My channel is just about being honest. These videos are not to offend anyone. I am just about being real when I'm here. So life is like that. You have to talk about the things that you don't like in order, hopefully, to get it fixed. You cannot run away from them. But hopefully the next video that I'm going to be doing is going to be also a positive topic. I have a different topic that is not going to be to do with any Gambia and Senegal. As I think it's going to be either about single mother or about self-love, self-acceptance. What's the word? You see, I don't know yet if I'm going to do it what language though. I don't know if I'm going to do it in Wolof or Anglas or Mandinka. I have 3 languages that I normally use in this channel, and I'm sorry about that, but that's who I am, because I speak the 3 languages. Even though I cannot speak them very good, I'm still gonna keep rambling in them anyway with them. I'm done. Have a good day. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you like it. You don't like it, you can also click dislike, or you can just watch it and run away for your life too if you want. Thank you for watching, and thank you for all my subscribers. See you again. Bye.